YouTube? Back at it again with another video. Just showing you guys my cold start with Lucille right here. And we've been door dashing. I done made my money back twice. Working on my third time, but the hustle been real, y'all. How you guys doing out there, man? I'm right here in South Carolina, and it's been a very, very rainy night and morning. But as of right now, it is now starting to be a nice afternoon, going to a nice evening, but it is overcast. But I can't complain, man. I cannot complain. It's always a nice day to do something with your motorized bicycles. You feel me? Oh yeah. So I want to talk to you guys about this exhaust. I know most of you guys out there are probably using the same exhaust that I got here, and it gets very hot. So it's not hot right now because I haven't been driving it, but what you guys heard and saw right there was a cold start, and right at idle is running pretty good. Sounds very healthy and strong, if you ask me. What do you guys think? Put that down in the comments how it sounds to y'all. But right here in person, it sounds better. I don't know how it sounds on the video. It's a nice exhaust and everything. Nice setup. I'm still not done like attaching this thing the way I want it to be assembled to this bike frame. But I want to go up here and show you guys what I'm really talking about with this thing. Right up here, right where I have it marked at, right there. I'm not going to touch it, but I got a mark so I can see if that screw going to turn back. But you cannot get an alley key in there. There's no way you can really get an alley wrench to fully go into the head of this screw or bolt to tighten down on the cylinder body to make sure it's fully, flush against the gasket. So even though the way how it looks right now, I'm still trying to tighten this thing where it's fully flush. But as of right now, I haven't had any problems. I'm able to ride more than 13 hours without this thing coming loose for 2 days straight in a row, y'all. Like, really, I've been getting it on this thing, going DoorDash, man. Shout out to all the other motorized bicycle riders out there that's taking in consideration to, do some side gigs out here, whether it's Uber Eats or DoorDash, Grubhub. Whichever one you may be doing, man, getting to that money. Man, I salute to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. So, yeah, this is the YD100 with the, I really don't know the actual name of this exhaust, man, but I'm going to call it a header. It's pretty much like an open header to me, if you ask me. Could be just a regular open exhaust, an expansion, another form of an expansion pack. But you guys can put down in the comment if you want to correct me on the actual name of this exhaust here. And I think it's pretty cool to have on your two-stroke motors, man. You're running on your bicycles out there. Go ahead and try this out, man. And if you like this exhaust that I'm showing here on this particular video, go ahead and smash that like button. And if you want to see more videos I have coming in the next coming days, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I'll be sure to have you guys not miss out on what I have next. So this is an old bike frame now, man. Working on 3 years I had it. You can see the rust starting to settle in. So what I'm gonna end up doing next is taking the motor back off and stripping this whole thing where it's nothing on it. Take all the cables off, take all the bearings out, and just smooth the paint out and repaint it and lube all the bearings back up and put it back in and get some new weld or a new tube right where the motor is mounted right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right where the motor is mounted in between the tube and the mount itself is pretty much bent, and I'm gonna pretty much finish cutting that off and replace it with another tube. That's if I want to keep this bike frame. You guys, this is Lucille I'm talking about. So if you guys pretty much been watching me since my first videos when Lucille was pretty much brand new with her first motor, and I was giving her a try to go DoorDash for my first few miles to earn some money, you know what I mean? This is now like thousands of miles later today, and how she's looking today. And still going, y'all. I mean, this is like, if you ask me, man, like the best car I ever had was my 95 Mercury Grand Marquis, and I had it ever since I was 18 years old, and I wrecked that car when I was 29, and I missed that car so much. It got me around, never had a rear end leak, but you can see other people that had Crown Vics and Grand Marquis driving around having rear end issues. I had a 95 since I was 18 years old. My father gave me the car, and I told him I was going to keep it in the family, and pretty much had that car till I was 29. Then some guy just pretty much wasn't paying attention and ran right into me, had me fly into a telephone pole. And that's when things really go in slow motion, when you're out of control. But that was the best car I ever had, is pretty much what I'm saying. And it lasts a long time, and this particular bicycle with this two-stroke assistant motor on it is reminding me of my last car before I wrecked it. Dependable, always there when I need it, and able to get me paid. I'm able to work for myself and make sure I get a lot of money, man, and ain't gotta wait for it. So I'm pretty much cool with that, man. I can take my own time of the day and work as much as I want until I'm tired, man. Then count my dollars using Lucille, my best friend right here. This is my everything. So I don't know, man. She's going into retirement though, for real. I'm gonna get another bicycle and fix it up, and you guys will get ready to be the first to see it in the next coming weeks, man. I'm gonna keep on hustling hard, and I'm gonna buy my next frame in the next coming weeks, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do with it. And I finally got this exhaust into retirement. You guys seen this exhaust on pretty much a couple frames, man, that I had, or it was just pretty much this frame now and the Stingray that I have. And finally took it off. It's leaking right here, right in this area right here. That's where the oil leaks at. So I'm gonna go to a buddy of mine that works at Jiffy Lube, and he's pretty much into welding. And as far as I know, man, I'm gonna have him do some, you know, some little tests on this thing and see if he can get it back to mint for me. So off with this and on with that. And I'm gonna order another one for the Stingray. It's gonna be all black, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it on the Stingray when I do order it, but I know I'm getting it. I really want to get the other exhaust that goes around the crank of the pedals and goes to the rear of the Stingray. That's the pretty much exhaust that's pretty much reasonable for that particular bike frame, if you ask me. But it's all whatever comes to my mind, I bring it to life. So this video though, man, I just wanted to show you guys what I done with the exhaust. It's an upgrade, you know what I mean? Took the old one off. Got another one on the way in the mail for the other project, which is the Stingray, but that will be in another video. As of right now, the motor, I still have the 49cc motor on the Stingray, but it's currently not working, and I think I know why it's not working. And speaking of that, let me tell you guys, man, if you guys can pretty much go back to my last short video when I take a hammer to the two-stroke motor, and you know, when pretty much I made the head, not the head, but the piston center, and I just took the hammer to it. That video, that was actually a good motor. It just pretty much stopped running on me. It overheated, but I think I know why I overheated. I was using universal two-stroke oil, not knowing that the motors were not accepting the oil I was putting in. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So this is the oil I was using in my last 2 or 3 engines, not knowing why they were overheating. And I think it's this oil I was using at the time they were overheating. I mean, as you guys can see, it's it's 2-cycle engine oil. So I don't know what to say about this particular brand of oil, but it's universal. and you can see right there it says multi-use for using two-stroke engines. But I normally, before I got this, it was strictly full synthetic and Lucas oil that I put into my motors. But that one day I decided to buy this, and the motors would run, they would perform, but I guess about 8 miles later they would run crappy, start like bogging out, and would not idle or nothing. So I don't know, man. I think it was pretty much because of this particular brand of oil I was using that the motors were just pretty much couldn't, regulate I don't know, the velocity of it. I can't put the word on it I'm looking for, but do not buy this for your motors. And you guys will probably go in the comments right now and say I shouldn't have bought this in the first place. And if you do say that, I agree with you. I shouldn't have got this, man. This is not nothing you want to put in your motorized bicycle engines, man. So if you guys got this laying around and you're using it, dispose of it right now, if you ask me. Because let me tell you, I went right back to the parts store and I put full synthetic Lucas right back into my tank. And to remind you, I was using just this for a couple months now, and I still got quite a bit left, man. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I have quite a bit left in there, man. I'm not using this no more. And I took a test on a weed whacker. It won't even stay idling on a weed whacker, so yeah, don't use that. So I pretty much went back to the parts store and bought me a full synthetic two-stroke oil bottle and put it into my gas tank. And better yet, back to idling smooth, no bogging out, no adjusting the mixture screw and nothing on the carburetor, and not wondering what's wrong with the carburetor and it's brand new and gotta waste money buying another one. Then when you get it in the mail, it does the same thing. You can't figure out what's wrong with it, and